season at the helm for your Sooners, Mr. Roger Kish. And captains at the center of the mat with tonight's officials.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to historic McCaslin Fieldhouse in Norman, Oklahoma for Big 12 Wrestling on ESPN+. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Air Force Falcons, and alongside the longtime former Sooner head coach Jack Spates, I'm Chad McKee, as these two teams both come in with an overall record of 0-1. Both of them having lost to Oklahoma State on the season so far. And Coach, the Sooners coming off a loss in Bedlam this past weekend. Give us an idea how you see this one playing out. Size up this duel between these two squads.
Well, OU comes in limping, but Air Force is virtually crippled with 4 starters out of the lineup. So it should be all you, and it's a great way to bounce back after a tough Bedlam.
So we talk about Bedlam and Oklahoma suffering a loss to Oklahoma State. In fact, they were shut out. They were blanked. But they have the ability to recover here tonight. How important is a bounce-back evening for the Sooners?
Oh, it's big. It's big. And the loss they took against Oklahoma State is what Oklahoma State's doing to virtually everybody else. So this is a good opportunity to bounce back.
125 pounds, we begin with Conrad Hendriksen, ranked number 24 in the country for the Sooners. He's out there against Tucker Owens for the Falcons. Tucker Owens is a native of Oklahoma. In fact, he is from Mustang, a team captain for this team. Battled injury through last year, but back in 2023, he was an NCAA qualifier.
Won 2 matches at the NCAAs.
Conrad Hendriksen, redshirt sophomore out of Carrollton, Texas, comes in with a 10-7 mark for the Sooners. Had a good top 15 win over Blake West of Northern Illinois earlier this year.
Now, this is interesting. They've never wrestled, but Conrad told me he's watched bundles of Tucker Owens film, and he said he shoots from space, no tie. He says he gets tired, and that's an interesting fact. And then he says, he throws spiral ride and sags. So Owens in on the leg. Conrad's got good hips, and looks like he's going to battle it off.
So they'll restart him. Back to the center referees tonight, Titus Godbolt and Donald Weiner, who is out in the center with the wrestlers, and Titus Godbolt, the perimeter referee.
And we got the great Kenny Ritchie sitting next to me, and I think he's there. Every time I critique a ref, he's going to smack me.
He is within arm's reach of you, so be careful what you say.
I noticed that. He's got big arms, too. Good motion on the part of Conrad. They're battling for ties. So Conrad wants to go forward. He does a great job of doing that, and he wants hands on a guy. You can feel a guy taking that shot right there.
Hendriksen trying to get on the right leg of Tucker Owens. Conrad redshirted at Oklahoma last season and wrestled, was in the lineup on a regular basis as a true freshman 2 years ago.
If Hendriksen is right and Owens tires, part of it might be how big he is. He is a big 125-pounder.
45 seconds left in the opening period. Not a lot of activity either way. A couple of shot attempts by Hendriksen, but nothing so far. Tucker Owens was able to get in once, but couldn't complete a takedown.
And according to Coach Barber, Owens will lull you to sleep. He's very stingy, very patient. He picks his opportunities, but he's very explosive. When he goes hard. Right now, we could get a caution, though, because there's a lot of going forward on the part of Hendriksen and a lot of backing up on the part of Owens.
And we've seen that frequently. Hendriksen, as you said, because he comes forward so much, you'll see a warning and then maybe late in the match, a penalty awarded, but there's a takedown that's going to be unanswered with 3 seconds to go in the opening period. So a big takedown there for Tucker Owens and a 3-0 start for him.
And once again, very opportunistic on that shot. And all the shots he's made, not many of them, but opportunistic. Made them when he needed them.
Looks like Owens will start on bottom with his 3-0 lead.
So Conrad needs to keep his head a little lower. You want to block those shots, head and then hands.
You can see Owens underneath, trying to gain control of the left wrist of Conrad Hendriksen. And he is up and out for a 4-0 lead.
1 point release, Owens.
Good job pressuring forward, but you got to be alert and ready. And when he takes that shot, you got to turn the corner and chase the leg. Try and get an angle, get behind.
Hendriksen still just that right toe in the circle. And now out they go for a restart.
Kenny Ritchie, tell him we need a warning. We need a warning here. Interesting tell. Owens put his hands on his hips as he walked back. Could be getting a little tired.
No caution yet.
Okay, there you go.
Could not quite get in on that shot. As you said, Coach, it is Hendriksen coming forward, but Owens has been more opportunistic when he's had the chances.
He's taking those shots, and Hendriksen's going to have to sprinkle in some shots with his pressure.
Under 40 seconds to go in the second period. A late first period takedown for Tucker Owens. He has an escape here in the second. Conrad Hendriksen yet to score for Oklahoma.
When you get that underhook, you're pressuring forward. Then you got to snap down. You need some more snap downs to tire out Tucker Owens.
That was a caution to Owens right there. And 18 seconds left.
Was that a warning?
Yes, it was.
I missed it.
But it was a dangerous move.
Oh, probably hitting him in the head.
Hendriksen trying to get on that single leg to no avail. There's the counter again.
There you go.
This time, Hendriksen was able to get away. That's exactly what happened at the end of the first period, but this time Hendriksen's able to get out without being taken down.
With that length, it's hard to get around a guy sometimes.
4-0 lead, only 25 seconds of riding time, and that is on the part of Hendriksen, so it's not a factor. And Owens will start on top.
And he's tough on top, and he can tie you up.
Caution, Owens. That's his first caution.
That's the first caution for a quick start there on the part of Owens. I think we accidentally had the clock start, so they're making sure that got reset over at the scorer's table.
Hendriksen is relentless at getting to his feet, but I'd like to see him bursting up with his back up rather than four-pointing.
Out they go for a restart, and so still on top is Owens. Hendriksen unable to get out as of yet. Close loss for Conrad Hendriksen in Bedlam last week. He lost 3-0 to Oklahoma State's Troy Spratley. In fact, if you take a look at the overall score, Oklahoma State dominated scoring-wise, but there were 4 bouts that were decided by one takedown, 1 to 3 points.
No, that's exactly right.
And then there was another decided by 4 points and another by 5. So those go either way, and things could have been a tad closer for the Sooners at Stillwater. But
I think it was the performance that was a concern, in that a couple of the guys just hadn't had the kind of mat time you usually need going into an opponent of that caliber.
Minute 30 to go, and Tucker Owens has flipped the riding time. He's gone from a deficit to about a 10-second advantage, and if he could stay on top for a little longer, he might be able to earn that riding time point, but not much from Conrad Hendriksen, Coach.
No, here's the deal, though. He's making Owens work really hard, and that could be a factor if he can get out. Dang.
That was a quick start caution on the bottom.
And that's the second
Hendriksen.
one. First one was a good one. You want to try and time the whistle, maybe get away. You don't want to give this one up so easily. Key here, don't look at the ref. Listen for the sound.
To his feet again. But Owens doing a good job of staying on top of Hendriksen.
Oh, that's...
And he got out, but they were outside the circle. I think they're going to confer
Ah,
about
they
it,
give
and
him
they
the
will
one.
go ahead. So the escape is granted. The first point for Conrad Hendriksen. Now, can he get a takedown and tie this, because riding time's not a factor?
And I think right away, pressure him, but anticipate that shot. Wait for it and go right behind. If not, then you got to start bringing him down and taking your shots. Nice high crotch. Get some height. Get that head under. Get height.
Plenty of time to try to complete the takedown. Has not been awarded as of yet.
Get wrists. Get wrists.
30 seconds.
Owens has the right wrist. He's hanging
He's
on.
got it. I thought he got that leg back. No, not yet.
And there it is. So we're tied.
Hendriksen for the super.
Where's riding time?
Riding time not a factor.
Okay.
And we're going to have a challenge as the brick has been thrown in by Sam Barber and the Air Force coaching staff. Time is out. We are tied. We will have the sudden victory session unless we have the takedown overturned by the challenge.
So let's get some expert opinion here. What's the call there?
I couldn't see where the back leg was, but that's what he was waiting for to improve.
Coach Spates getting the opinion of longtime referee Kenny
Yeah.
Ritchie, who's
And,
next
and
to us.
I would say he had the leg, but we had our weight all the way over him and grab wrists. I think that's the key.
Well, the flag was thrown immediately by Sam Barber, and now it's up to our referees, Titus Gottbolt and Donald Wainers, to have a look at it. As it is, it's tied at 4 apiece, and sudden victory session coming up. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, what you don't like here is a much-needed rest by Tucker Owens, and but I still think we're in better shape going into this overtime. Should we go into the overtime?
Important to remember the call was takedown, so they'll have to see indisputable evidence that there was not one.
Will be upheld.
So it's upheld.
Point takedown. Hendriksen.
4-4. We go to sudden victory session now.
Be ready from the whistle. Can't let a guy get a sneak shot in there.
2 minutes. Sudden victory.
They'll put 2 minutes on the clock for this sudden victory session. If either wrestler gets a takedown, it's over. The only cautions we've had have been for quick starts when we were in the
Yeah, but
middle.
here's the key. Conrad Hendriksen has to score because if it's a battle of 30 seconds on the mat, we lose. At least on paper.
Your fear from the OU perspective is that Owens will be able to escape in 30 seconds and Hendriksen cannot.
Might not.
Might
Yeah.
not.
I wouldn't want to bet on it.
Out they go. Good aggressive shot there by Hendriksen, and there's a warning issued to Tucker Owens.
No, and if there had been a warning earlier, that would have been crucial right there.
But now Owens can't afford to back up.
Nice elbow off. There we
Owens
go. There we
counters
go.
it.
There we go.
There it is.
Head
In
up.
on the double
Watch
leg.
the roll
Hendriksen.
through here. Watch the roll through. Doesn't look like he's going to get it.
Plenty of time here. A minute to go in this sudden victory session.
Drive
Hendriksen
that
hanging
shoulder.
on. Returns him to the mat. Still no takedown, and there it is. Sudden victory session, a minute and 11 in. Conrad Hendriksen scores a takedown and a win over Tucker Owens.
And a big win over 15-4 Tucker Owens. So great job by Conrad Hendriksen.
So Oklahoma takes a quick 3-0 lead in the duel. It took a little extra time for Conrad Hendriksen, but he scores a takedown in the third and then in sudden victory, and you alluded to it. He just had more gas in the tank. You could see that. He may not have been doing a whole lot to Tucker Owens, but he was wearing him down, and he finally broke through.
Yeah, not a lot of shots, but a lot of hard work